Welcome back everyone. I'm sure most of you guys already know how the iPhone 12 mini is, and you've probably already seen it in AR as well, but I want to do a quick little comparison between the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 8 and see which one you should pick up and tell you the main differences. Now on the front, this is pretty much the main difference as well as the price tag. The iPhone 8 is not being sold anymore, but you can pick them up in a lot of places for around $200-ish. The iPhone 12 mini is selling for $699, but it's actually $729 for a lot of people out there. So keep that in mind. I think the iPhone 8 is probably a better value per dollar, but the iPhone 12 mini is obviously the better phone because it just has so much more going for it. On the front, you have a 4.7-inch panel on the iPhone 8, but a 5.4-inch panel on the iPhone 12 mini. So a bigger screen, but in a smaller form factor, which is really awesome. So you can actually have the 12 mini, play a bunch of games on it, whatever, and feel like you have a bigger phone kind of than the iPhone 8, even though it's smaller than the iPhone 8 just because of the lack of bezel. So that is something that's really cool. On the bottom, lightning ports on both, and on the back, a glass back on both of these phones. You have a dual camera setup on the iPhone 12 mini and a single camera setup on the iPhone 12. Now you have a 12 megapixel lenses for all these phones, but you do have the ultra wide sensor on the iPhone 12 mini. The photos are going to look better, and because of that ultra wide sensor, you're going to be able to kind of zoom out more on a photo. Where the iPhone 8 didn't really have that capability. You don't have portrait mode on it either. You can do 4K at 60 on both phones, but the iPhone 12 mini will definitely have the better camera at the end of the day. The iPhone 8's camera is still good enough for a majority of things you're going to do with it, but for sure at the end of the day, the iPhone 12 mini has the better camera setup. Now on the outside of the iPhone 12 mini, you do have the MagSafe connectability. So there's this MagSafe connector that Apple has showcased, and if you have like a wireless charger, it'll basically be able to connect to it better. The iPhone 8 does have wireless charging, but it doesn't have that MagSafe connectability. So keep that in mind. Not a big deal, but something to keep in mind. Now internally, the iPhone 8 had that Apple A11 Bionic chip. The iPhone 12 mini has that Apple A14 Bionic chip, so it's definitely going to be faster. You also have twice the amount of RAM on the iPhone 12 mini than on the iPhone 8. So that's another big thing to keep in mind. So in terms of performance and everything, it's going to last longer. And even in terms of the software experience, you're going to be getting longer software support for something like the iPhone 12 mini than on the iPhone 8. It's not a deal breaker. It's not the end of the world, but it is something to keep in mind. And if you plan on trying to get a phone now that'll last as long as possible, the iPhone 12 mini is 100% the way to go. But the iPhone 8 is still going to be supportive for a long time too. And it's not like you're going to have a super outdated phone if you're getting the iPhone 8 right now, because obviously, Apple did recycle that design with the iPhone SE 2, so that'll maybe make you feel a little bit better. But obviously, if you have all the money in the world, I would recommend getting the iPhone 12 Pro, but the iPhone 12 mini is still a really good pickup, and it's a much better phone than the iPhone 8. I just don't know if it's the best valued iPhone right now. I would probably consider the iPhone 12 Pro to be a really good value. That phone is selling for $999. The iPhone 12 mini is kind of like $729 when you factor in that $30 increase in price. And when you look at $729 versus $999, there's not a crazy amount of difference. Obviously, it's a couple $100, but to get that much better of a phone, it may just be worth it. So in terms of everything, that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that means so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.